Welcome back. This is Lupercus. Welcome to Cloudstone Vale. As you can see, night has fallen here on Cloudstone Vale, and we need to get some sleep. And in the morning, we're going to get started on a very important project. So let's go ahead and get some sleep. This is episode 9, and the first order of business today is all of this armor. We want to get this stuff enchanted. You remember I found 3 diamonds in our last episode, and I've converted that into an enchanting table. But in order to enchant that armor, we're going to need books, because books are required to make bookshelves, and bookshelves are what upgrade the enchanting table to the point where we can get the better enchants. And so I've got 45 sugarcane. We're going to need to make a sugarcane farm because we don't have a lot of sugarcane going right now. And I'm going to need some cobblestone and an area to do this in. We're also going to need some water, so we don't need anything from there. Here's our water here and what sugarcane we have. I'm going to go ahead and uninstall this, have it in my inventory. Gonna grab 3 buckets of water because that's how many buckets we have. And we're gonna head over here and get started. Alright, I'm gonna start by digging several trenches. We're gonna start about right here. Yeah, we can go a little closer to the edge here. And we're gonna dig several trenches. Let's probably 3 or 4. About a block apart. Okay, I'm gonna do that and then I'll be right back. Alright, I've dug our 4 trenches, as you can see here, and I went ahead and dropped our first 3 water buckets in here, so they're running water. Now, water will run from a source block. The first block is the source block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks, so it'll cover 8 blocks total. And if I drop an additional block here, or additional water source here, it'll run in that direction, or it should. But to make this easier, I'm going to come over here, and we're going to make another infinite water source so we don't have to travel quite so far to get this. There we go. And we'll get these 2 buckets filled with water and head over, and let's see how this works. Alright, so we need 1 here, and then we're going to need 1 here, and it's going to flow both directions, so I actually need to grab that, and I think I need to move it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think I go 6, and then that covers it, yeah, I believe so. And actually, now that I think about it, we can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we can put them every 6 blocks. That's what we'll do. That will help make things a little easier. So we'll put 1 here. And we'll put 1 adjacent to that one here. Let's see, we've got an extra one somewhere. No, I guess that's it. I guess that's correct. Okay. I'm going to grab this one and this one again, and we're going to go here and here, and then we'll grab more sources. Alright, I'm back with more source blocks, our source water blocks. We're going to go here and here. And you can kind of see the idea. We've got running water, but we have adjacent water blocks. Let's see, we can go 6 past this one, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I might could spread these out by 1 more, but I'm not 100% sure, so just to be safe, we'll put them like this. And 1 here, here, and here. Let's sleep real quick before night falls. We'll grab more water Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One here. Here and here. And then, let's see, does that make it to the end? It does. So we just need one more water source. I'll be right back with that. Alright, so there's our final water source. So we have all these in. Now we're going to put our buckets away and we're going to start working with this cobblestone. Actually, before we do that, let's just confirm that the sugarcane does plant, and it does. Good. So we're going to run this sugarcane along here and just plant it. It's not 3 tall, just come back here. Just 1 tall. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be back. Alright, so we've planted this entire row, and then we've gotten not even a quarter of the way down this row, and we've got 2 more, let's see, 1, 2, 3 more rows to fill in. Alright, and then to make this easier, we're going to place cobblestone here, and we're going to be placing it along here without dropping it into the source blocks, obviously. So I'm going to do that over top of each of these water sources, and I'll be right back. Alright, let's get a better look at this. So this is kind of what it looks like, and we're going to have rows of sugarcane. So there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total rows, because, you know, we did, well, actually we could have another row, I believe, outside of this one. Well, we'll figure that out in a minute, but either way, we'll have enough rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows. We'll have to be patient and reinvest our sugarcane. Alright, let's take a look at this. Alright, as you can see, what we'll do is we'll run down through these rows of sugarcane and hit them off at eye level, and they'll fall, and then we'll collect them, which will make the collection of the sugarcane without breaking the bottom easy. And then they're adjacent to rows. There's rows under this one, this one, this one, and this one. There's rows of water under those 4, which gives us, you know, these rows of sugarcane. So there we go. So we'll wait for this to grow, and as it grows, we'll reinvest it until all these are full, and then we'll be able to make our first harvest. And once we make our first harvest, we'll be able to make bookshelves and enchant our gear. Alright, we're going to head down into the basement here and retire our copper armor. It has served us well. It's gotten pretty beat up, actually. And it will be here as a memory of the time it served in this portion of the game. But yeah, it looks good. So copper's retired, and we're graduating today to the iron armor. We need pants, we need leggings, we need a hat, and we need boots. And we'll go ahead and grab these 2 pickaxes while we're here. There we are, fully ironed out. And as we use up the copper items here in our inventory slots, we will replace them with iron and move into iron tools. And then as we're able to, we'll get this enchanting table going. So we got plenty of leather to make bookshelves. All we need now is paper. So we're going to be patient and let the sugarcane grow, and then we'll be able to make tons and tons of paper. Let's take a look at it, see how it's doing. Yep, I already see three or four sugar canes, 5 actually, that are peeking up over. I'll plant these. Sugarcane's not affected by fortune or anything. It just is what it is. So I'll plant these up and extend these out. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is start working on my farms as this grows, so I'm in the local area so that the ticks for the growth chances keep coming. Harvest this bamboo, work on the cows, work on the chickens, and all this stuff here. So I will be back when this is ready to harvest. Well, one thing I realized is I have 2 stacks of bone meal here, so I'm gonna try one of them over there on the sugarcane and see if we can speed this process up. So I'll report back. Alright, let's see what happens with this bone meal. First, let's go ahead and harvest what we can here. So the idea is we're gonna run down through here, have our cursor here so that we don't break this part, and we're just gonna hold down left click and harvest all of these. Now some of them will fall off to the side, but most of them you'll be able to get without having to jump up on top or go to the other side. Wow, these are growing so fast I'm running back and forth. Let's go ahead and harvest what we have here. Sugarcane does kind of run slow or grow slow, so I like to have plenty of it here. Alright, so let's plant these. And you notice it won't plant, oh, it will plant there, but I'm not going to plant one there. But it won't plant here because there's not a water source there. Alright, and we'll plant the rest of these here. And then let's attempt the bone meal, see what happens. Nope, cannot be bone milled, so we'll just have to simply be patient. I'm not a fan of these cookies. It takes so many of them to saturate, and then once I'm saturated, they go away so quickly. So don't recommend making cookies unless it's your only option. Well, we have a welcome distraction of some pillagers, so we'll get them up to the hut here. We'll hit their leader, and that should bring them our way. And we'll get on in here. Yep, here they come. Alright. Oh, they're trying to shoot me. Oh, I forgot. I have a... I need to bring them over to this side. The hut is still working really well. It'll work better with an iron sword, so... Oh, that's coming soon. Oh, they shot each other. Wow. Took too much damage here. I think there's one more. I think we're good, yeah. Whoop. And we got him. So, you see the hut's working really well. And we'll add this ominous banner to our growing decorations here. There we go. A lot of pillagers in this area for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. Put that stuff away and back to farming. Alright, while we're waiting for the sugarcane to grow, one thing I'd like to do is speed up our honey production. So I know there's several beehives nearby, so I was going to collect, maybe put an additional one on this tree, and maybe a couple on this tree, and maybe a couple on this tree. So if we could maybe come up with 5, that would give us 5 to be able to harvest all at once. So that would improve, I would multiply it times 5, obviously. So let's see what we can do. First thing we're going to need to do, I don't have a Silk Touch axe, but what I do have is a Silk Touch pickaxe. That being said, I also have a mending pickaxe. So what I could do is combine these in an anvil. So let's see if we can do that. So to build an anvil, we're going to have to make, I believe it's 3 iron blocks. And then we build an anvil. We can set that down, and then let's see if it will let us combine these two. Yes, we can get a Silk Touch golden pickaxe. So I'm going to also rename this. There, and that's going to cost us 9 levels, but that's okay. We got over 50, and I'll get this, and we'll keep that for when we do our enchanting. We'll have that ready to go. So I'm going to go out and find those beehives and bring them back. Oh, I'm going to need a campfire to get the beehives, so let me get that first. You know what? We're going to need 5 campfires. Well, yeah, 5 campfires. So might as well build them all. Let's see, we need some wood. There we go. So we've got our campfires, and I'm going to go out and find those beehives. Alright, here's a beehive here. It's a little high up, but I think I can reach it. So I'm going to start with, first of all, we're going to put the campfire here. Perfect. And I'm going to go ahead and harvest the honey that's there. There we go. And then I'm going to see if I can grab it. Oh, we made them mad. I must have done something wrong. So I don't want to kill them, so I'm going to get out of here. Clear their aggro. Not sure what I did wrong, but it's something wrong collecting that. So it turns out that has to be done at night, so we'll have to wait for nightfall to grab these beehives, so my mistake. Alright, we're going to head back up here. We're going to risk being out here at night. And these poor beehives now don't have a home, or these poor bees don't have a hive. So I have built one with the beeswax, or the honeycombs that I had found. And let's see if we can get them to go in this hive right here. Let's see. Maybe with a... Yes. Maybe with a flower. There's one here. I think there were 2 in here. There might have been 3. But he may have nested in a nearby beehive. So I'm going to put that flower away. Perfect. They went away. Check for mobs around me. There are none. Let's get this campfire out. Place it. Silk Touch. Grab it. Success. Grab the... There go. We got the campfire back. And let's head over here to this one. See if we can do the same. Oh, I did something wrong again. I'm not sure. Oh, I used the wrong pickaxe, guys. I destroyed another beehive. Alright, we're gonna have to head back and heal up here. Boy, this poison took me down to a half health. Oh, and now we've got skeletons. This could equal death. Oh, and now a spider. Wow.
Respawn point set.
Boy, that was close. It's not over yet. And these cookies are really doing me good. Not. Oh my. It's like he's not hostile. Alright guys, I'll be back when I get healed up. Well, good news guys, I don't have the bee situation sorted out, but I do have the majority of my health back. And while I've been letting my health regenerate and eating cookies, I have almost completed the manual sugarcane farm. So we just need 3 more. And there's so many now that they're growing almost, you know, every time I turn around I'm getting another one, because there's so many that the chances of one ticking with a growth is so high that it's almost happening, you know, every 10 or 15 seconds, and sometimes even faster than that. So, and as I say that, well, there we go. None are happening, right? So that's the way it is. Put it on camera or record it, and it won't happen like you say. 1 more, and this is now complete. And then we can let this grow to a height of 3 or 4, and then we can harvest away. Alright, let's head over here to the bees. Alright guys, we're going to place down this campfire, and I just remembered that I don't have enough doors, or excuse me, trapdoors. So let's get a bunch of those going here. I may need more than that. And let's cover this, taking some damage. Let's cover this campfire up so that we don't cause any bees, whoops, to have any accidental deaths here. There we go, and 1 more on top. Perfect. Okay, and then we can install the beehive that has bees in it. So that would be this one. We'll install it a couple above, and they will pop out hopefully and start to work. And while I think there's 2 in here now, so why don't we go ahead and yeah, we can breed them up. These have not came out yet, but it may take them a minute. But let's see if we can find the other one and breed up 1 more bee, which will bring us to 3 in this hive. We gotta wait for somebody to come out of their hive or come back from finding stuff to make honey with. Alright, I'll be back when one of these comes back. Alright, all the bees came back. There's the original 3 from that hive, and then 2 more here that came out of this hive finally. So I'm going to breed them up as well. So that gives us actually 1 more bees than we have beehives. So tell you what, let's do. I've got a another hive here that we'll install, and that will make another place for one to go. Alright, all installed up, and night has fallen, so the bees have gone back inside. So I guess I'm going to make another attempt at that, at another beehive, so I'll go this way. Alright, so what I've done is installed beehives that I've made, and I've put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up here. So by my calculations, this hive is full, this hive is full, and this hive should have 1. So we need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bees. Step 1 is I'm going to go out to where I destroyed this hive out here and see if there's any remaining bees and lure them back this way. Well, I've been able to find one of the orphaned bees, and I'm bringing him back to put him in with the rest of these bees. So we said we needed 8. This brings our total down to 7, and we'll do some breeding and get it down even lower. Alright, so we're back, and let's see what we can do here. Alright, so that gets us down to 6 needed, 5 needed, and that's all we can do for now. I think I've bred everybody that can be bred. Yeah. So we'll have to wait for more bees to show up, and we need 5 more to fill out our hives here. Alright, let's see. 1. Oh, no, he's still growing. Let's see about this guy. Looks like that's all I can do for now. Alright, so 5 to go. We'll check out the sugarcane farm. It's looking good. We're gonna go in here and give this a harvest and see how many we get. See if we can make some paper for these books. I'll show you how this works. I don't have to worry about maintaining a straight line because the wall does it for me. I just run down through here, keep my cursor at the right height, and spam left click. And we've already got at least 2 stacks, maybe more. Perfect. And just to make sure I got them all, just gonna run along through here. There was one here. And I'll meet you back inside and we'll craft some paper. Alright, we're back indoors. Let's see how many we ended up with. Good many. And we can get a lot of paper off of this. And then make a bunch of books. Let's see how many we can make. Oh yeah. It's at almost a stack and a half of books, so we're looking pretty good. And there's more sugarcane where that came from, so this is looking good. Alright, let's get this set up somewhere and we will start enchanting. Alright, it's night here in Cloudstone Vale, and I looked around for a place to put this enchanting setup. Thought about going down here, there's room, but I mean I could dig this out, but I didn't like having to access it via ladder and how far it was from the rest of my storage, so I ended up deciding to make a room right here. I had no idea that it was this close to the other cave I'd lit up and a piece of emerald ore, so this kind of worked out perfect. So we've got our enchanting set up. It is set to where I can get level 30 with 15 bookcases, an anvil, and a grindstone, and we're all set up to start enchanting with 49 levels. So let's get going. Well, I just realized I have no lapis, so I'm gonna need to start a mine before we can do this. So let's get to work on that. Alright, we are going to bring our iron tools for when these things break, and we're going to bring our silk touch pickaxe as well. We do have a book that has fortune 2 on it, but I'm not sure I want to put that on one of these pickaxes. But if we did find diamonds, it could expand our diamonds pretty quickly, so you know what, I think I will. So I'm gonna grab this and this. That'll give me fortune 2 pickaxe, and that'll be our specialized pickaxe for doing diamond and maybe some iron if we find any. So yeah. Door was open. Interesting. All right, so we're gonna get started on the mine. I think I've got a good spot, and I'll show you where that's at. All right, I want to check out where this mine goes. I have a couple of spots for a mine. One that I know goes really deep. This one I'm not sure about, so let's check it out. I've been growing some mushrooms over here, as you can see. Let's see. Creepers down here. And they took themselves out, so that worked out pretty good. More creepers. I might want to go check out the other mine, see how it looks. It's right here. Just down the hill. Yeah, this one right here. Let's see how this one looks. What I liked about this one is it gets going down really fast, which means we'll get down to diamonds quicker. I do hear lava. I'm gonna work my way down here and show you guys when I get down there. Well, unfortunately, this cave doesn't go anywhere, so I'll show you where it goes. Go down here, down this ladder, and let's see. A lot of granite here, and then dead end. Now we could cave down from here, but I was hoping to find access to something more exposed initially before we start caving down. We might crack into another cave pretty quickly, and we may end up doing that, but for now we're gonna head back up to this one, this first one where I got spooked a little bit, and give this one another go. Switch to the chicken too. Couldn't do the cookies for this mining expedition. And we've got a creeper right off the bat. Keep missing him. go. Let's get our arrows back. Perfect. Let's see, I want to light this up without messing up our, hopefully that'll allow those to still, the mushrooms to still grow. We'll find out here in a minute. Make sure I can see. All right. We'll start this way. Doesn't appear to be anything in this larger room here. Tell you what, we'll go this way. And I'm glad we did, because, oh, wait, nope, there's more. I was going to say there's nothing here. Checking our surroundings. Come back for the coal. It's not as critical at the moment. First caving expedition, always a little scary getting into these caves. Got some copper here we'll definitely come back for. And that one's a dead end. Make sure nothing can spawn in that little corner. And now we'll come this way. Is this another dead end? Another dead end. Wow, okay, so all dead ends here. So I'll grab these resources and we'll convene for another attempt. Alright, gathered all these resources and we'll head back. I've been thinking about it. I kind of want to make this our primary mine if I can. So we might start to dig down here somewhere. I'll figure that out, and when I do, I'll come back. Alright, I think before we commit to this, we should attempt to go down and see if this, see how far this goes, maybe if it connects into a larger cave system. So I know there's a much larger cave system in that direction because there are some big ravines that way, so it might be smart to dig that direction. So we could come down here and turn this way and then make this kind of our main mine area. But I'm going to do that with copper instead of iron so I don't burn up all my iron just digging down. So I'm going to get set up with a little base here. Alright, we got a little mini base set up here. I think we're going to go right down through here. We're going to start small, obviously, but we'll build bigger if we hit some good cave areas. Alright, I'm going to start digging. Okay, this is definitely the mine that we're going to use because it goes down and looks really good down there. I'll show you guys in a little bit, but I want to make this a proper entrance. So I'm going to fill this in with stone that I put in the furnace. And we're going to give this a proper mine entrance to make it kind of part of our world here. Alright, now I went ahead and walled off this mushroom farm, and this is kind of a death trap. We gotta be careful going in here, but yeah, so you can see the mushrooms have the ability to grow without anything obstructing them. And we'll close that up. So that's going to be our mushroom farm. But here is going to be our entrance to our mine. And we're going to make some stairs and some better entrances, and we're going to make this a lot wider, but I did add some stairs here. We've got our little mini base, but let me go down here and show you this. We'll grab that copper at some point. So right here I heard some zombies and whatnot, and was able to open this up, and I believe this goes up to a dead end, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this goes to a dead end right here, but this side does not, and it opens up into some pretty vast caves from what I can tell. Went this way because I heard more mobs this way, and we'll have to make some stairs for all this. But yeah, so this opens up, and there's a lot. I've explored some that way, but there's more caves in multiple directions, so feeling really good about this being our primary mine for a while. And we're going to clean all this up and make it look like a proper mine, and get some stairs in so we can move a lot quicker in some areas where it makes sense, and kind of go from there. So I'll come back when I have this cleaned up. Alright, so we've made ourselves a proper mine entrance here, and I'm going to go ahead and put some torches here. And then I've cleaned this out a little bit, added some mine shaft type vibes, fixed a staircase here, and I walled off this little mini base. This will be kind of our mini base, and then this is the mine entrance. So I'm going to work on getting 2 deep or 2 wide stairs going all the way down through here. Alright, let's give these caves a proper exploration. So we've got our main entrance here, and then we've got, careful, we've got our mushroom growing area, looking good. And this area here is a dead end. So nothing here. I've already lit all this up. Got some stairs there. This goes around. And then we've got our little mini base with our main entrance to our main mines there. And then this one goes to a dead end. Yep. So now we'll go down the main mines. We've staired all this off. I hear a skeleton. Alright, so now we're in the main mines. Let's go up here. Check out if there's anything. I think this is a dead end, if I remember correctly. Yes, dead end, nothing here. Alright. And then down this, nothing here, yeah. Down this staircase, there is a little area down here. A lot of andesite. We could turn this into a little andesite quarry if we needed it. And then this just kind of loops around, doesn't go anywhere. Oh, we've got some copper we need to get. This goes nowhere. And then continuing through the main mine. And now we're into the unexplored area, so we'll start doing some exploration in here. So I place this as kind of a confusing junction with a lot of ways you can go, so this will help reorient us each time we come back through here. But we've got 1, 2, 3 different ways, 4 different ways to go. I've already gone this way and lit up some of it. Let's see, so that goes down, and this goes this way. This goes up to nothing, and we'll come back and mine all this out, all these ores. But I want to get it lit up so there's no surprises when we start mining. Oh, that drops off hard. Alright. I hear a skeleton. Oh, there he is. There he is. Alright, good. Keep dragging him this way. This iron armor is helping. We'll soon be using the iron sword. And he fell off the cliff here. Let's see, we're gonna have to get down to him somehow. I guess we'll drop down and then we'll come back up. We'll make a little staircase back up. There we go. Alright, took care of him. And then we need a staircase going back up here. Go. Continue to explore. Oh, there's another skeleton. Alright, he's taken care of. Eat a little. I hear a spider. Let's say we go around this way. Oh, this would have taken us right to where that skeleton was. I believe, yeah, this is the room, so that makes just a loop. So if that's the case, why don't we go this way? And this, I believe, just makes another loop. Yep. Alright, so let's delve deeper into this cave. And this goes deeper. I believe this just goes right back up to where we were, yeah. This way's unexplored, so let's give this a go. Don't see any bad guys yet. And this is a dead end, so easy to get turned around in these caves. Plenty of ores to collect. Let's go down. Looks like I've already been down here and lit some of this up. And now we're into deep slate. And looks like this opens up into more deep slate. So let's come back to this one. Let's explore explore some of these other caves, because that looks like that's gonna potentially take a little bit of time. Oh, this was that dead end. Okay, yeah, this is where we came in. Yep. All right, so yeah, we haven't explored this direction. So let's give this a go. Got a bat. I hear a spider. And we've already came this way below us. Oh, there's a spider. Here he comes. Alright, got him. And this a dead end? Yeah, dead end. Alright. Trying to figure out how these connect. Yeah, so just through here. Alright, this works our way. I feel like I just went this way. Alright, dead end. Okay, now we're back at Confusion Corner, Confusion Junction. We'll go this way. Oh, looky here. Surprise, Mr. Creeper. I think we'll go this way. Oh, yeah, Enderman. So this is actually the other cave we saw from Confusion Junction. And there's a lone Enderman back here. We'll take care of him. Wow. 2.5 hearts he hit me for. No Ender Pearl. This little dark area here, we'll take care of that. Alright, we need to pop through this wall. And let's explore over this way. I think we'll go. There we go. guess the loot there. There we go. Alright, let's go this way. And dead end, alright. Alright, I think I'll go left here. This looks like a dead end, yeah it is. Let's go down here. There's a lot of caves in this. Kind of hit the jackpot. And we saw some dripstone earlier, but now looks like we're really getting into the dripstone here. Just being careful to work our way in carefully. Wow, okay, so this is a really big area to explore. So let's save that. Let's go this way. Let's see. Go a little deeper to deal with this Enderman. Just to be sure he can't reach us. And we got our first Ender Pearl, I believe. And this comes to a dead end. Okay, good. So that one's dealt with. This way. Is this a way at all? No, it looks like this is not anything this direction. Oh, there went our pickaxe. Yeah, nothing in this direction, so we're good there. We've explored that way all the way. Good. Alright, so all that's left is that. We've gone that way. This was a dead end. And we need to work our way back. Let's see. This was the dripstone. Dead end. Dead end. I don't remember the way back to Confusion Junction because it's all confusing. I think where this dirt is the, no, that's the dead end. Alright, I'm going to pause here and find my way back. Alright, we're back at Confusion Junction here, so I think we've explored every direction but this way, and we still have that deep stone area as well as the dripstone area. That doesn't go anywhere, and this looks like dead end. Yep, so this is dead end. Alright, so I'm going to start with the deep stone area because I feel like that's our better chance for diamonds, so I'll meet you over there. Alright, we're back to this deep stone area. We're going to work our way down starting here. That's our first piece of deep stone for the series. And there's lapis, which we need badly. Here's some iron, which is nice. Oh, let's get this with our fortune. See if we can increase the output. Ooh, that fell through the hole. That may be a better way to enter this cave anyway. It's a nice little iron vein here. Yeah, this is nearly to the bottom, and this is a good ways from the bottom, but we need to get that sapphire, or excuse me, lapis. Let's work our way over there. And we'll, since we need this for enchanting, we'll go ahead and grab it with fortune. It's fortune 2, but something. This appears to be a hole to nothing, so I'm not going to worry about working my way all the way down there. This looks like a much more... Oh, wow. Let's work from this one. Oh, we need to be using our other pickaxe. There we go. No, not do that. Stand on the one you're mining is not a good idea. Alright, we are in the deep stone caves now. That looks like I've lit that up over there, but I know I have. It's probably glowstone. Wow, this is opening up nicely to a nice big open vaulted area here. Let's go this way to start. Ooh, this is taking us deep. Let's just check our coordinates really quick. I'm at y minus 4. Yeah, this is good. Alright. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do, guys. Let's go over here. Look at this expanse up there. Try not to run into this lava. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Try not to get dropped on by a creeper. Oh, diamonds. Wow, and deep dark. Whew, man, that's impressive. I think, though, that we're running out of time. I'll tell you what, let's do. We're going to grab this lapis, and we're going to head back up, and we're going to do what we can in terms of enchanting. And might as well grab these. Ooh, that falls off, so we're going to wait on that, because we might have to chase that down the hill. Alright, I'm going to head back up and I'll meet you guys up top. Wow, it is confusing. I'm going to rename this little spot Malfunction Junction, because it will malfunction you for sure. And one thing I'm going to have to do is get some signs and get things organized down here so we know which way is which, like we've done in this segment of the cave. Alright, meet you back up top. And it's raining outside the cave here in Cloudstone Vale. But yeah, that was a really successful mining operation. And just to show you guys, I ended up with 64 lapis, and I think we only hit maybe 5 different lapisaurs. So just the power of Fortune 2. Yeah. All right, let's get started enchanting now. So we've got this gear, and let's see what else. We've got some gear in here, along with some books. We'll grab those. And we've got 46 levels, so let's try this chest piece here. Unbreaking 3, that's a good enchant, so we'll, whoops.
Lupericus has made the
Take
advancement
that,
enchanter.
and oh good, protection 3 on top of that. So now we'll go for these pants. Not happy with fire protection, blast protection. Do we go with the fire protection? Because we won't get protection. With here, we might get at least protection 1. Unlikely. Blast protection helps against creepers. Fire protection again. It is the highest level of fire, so I'll tell you what, let's go with it. And that's all we got. So we get a little fire protection. Boots is depth strider, so we can go quicker. Unbreaking, protection 1. We're not going to be doing a lot of underwater work. I'm going to go with the unbreaking 2 and hope for some more protection. So, and we got fire protection. Wow. So 2 fire protections, and now the helmet, blast protection, protection 1. I think so we have to go with protection 1. And now the sword, arthropod sharpness, knockback. We're not going to be doing a lot of spider killing, so I guess sharpness. Yeah, that's all we got. And I think that's... Is that all the enchanting we can do for the moment? We can't re-enchant something that's already enchanted, right? Yeah. So we could do a few books and see if we get lucky with some add-ons. Don't want density, don't want fire protection, don't want smite, so I guess we'll take the smite. Since it's the cheapest in terms of levels. Multi-shot density and we definitely want that efficiency, because we could add that to our pickaxe. Let's see, quick charge, lure, piercing, none of those, so we'll take piercing. Let's see, smite, protection, and power. Power to the bow would be nice. Let's go with protection. Yeah, protection 1. We'll add that to... I think we can add that to the helmet and double the protection. Feather falling to the boots would be really nice. Aqua affinity to the helmet would be really nice too. Oh, efficiency 3. So we need more levels for that, but that's definitely the one we want to get. So I'm going to go grind a few levels and I'll be right back. Alright, I went and got a few more levels. And let's see. I think I want to attempt, let's see, I think I looked at these. I think I'm going to attempt the leggings or the helmet again, because I put this in and looked at it. Yeah, Unbreaking 3, better, whoops, better. So yes, Respiration 3, Protection 3, that's a really good helmet. And I think what I'll do with this helmet is grindstone that off and see if I can get a few levels back. We got a little bit, but not much. The sword's good. What were we gonna enchant? One more book, right? So let's drop that in there. Yes. Was that it? No. It was, what was it? I think it was a book. Has it changed already? Sharpness 3 is really good, though. I completely forgot, but I think it was a book, actually. And it wasn't pants, right? I guess enough time passed that it changed. Protection 3, though, I guess that changed too. So I'll definitely grab that. So that's an improvement on the pants. So protection 3 there, protection 3 there, protection 3, and fire protection. But we don't have any more boots to try. So we'll get rid of that. That got us back to 30, so we got one more shot here. I could have sworn that it was the book that had efficiency 3. Oh, it's changed again. So I guess each time it can change. So I don't want punch. So I think we're done. Because unless these legs have something, but I mean, we got really good legs. Yeah, I don't really think that's worth rolling the dice again. And then protection 1, we don't need efficiency 1. We could put that on this pickaxe. Wouldn't be bad. Smite. I guess we'll do that since, I mean, really don't need the speed though. That's really more for speed. Let's see. Sharpness 3 on the sword would be nice. So let's check that out. It's punch, so that's already changed. I don't want that. Punch on the bow would push things back, and it's a potential that it's more than just punch. So let's try it. Levels aren't a problem, so let's go for it. Punch 1's all we got. So let's throw the bow in there, throw the punch, grab that. So we got punch 1 on the bow now. And none of these, we want to put piercing, smite, efficiency, and protection. Because nothing's protection 1, is it? Fire protection, so that we can't add that. Alright, I think we're good. I think that's all we can do for now as far as enchanting, so wow. Well, and there we are, fully enchanted. Got this gold sword I was using for levels, but we're fully enchanted up with our enchanting setup here. Thanks again for watching this episode. I'm Lupercus. This has been episode 9 of Cloudstone Vale, and join me next time, and we'll check out those two areas, the dripstone and the deep slate areas, and we'll see what's going on down there in the mines and get some more diamonds. See you guys next time. Bye.